There we go. Hi. Hello. Welcome. If I sound different, that's because I'm actually doing this off my phone for once.
Ba-da-da.
Oh, the joys of not sounding awful.
Must be nice.
Okay, let's be honest. My voice sounds awful regardless of the situation.
Your voice doesn't sound bad.
Hey, granted, I've just had to listen to my voice through recording, so it just sounds weird to me in general.
That's, I feel like, with anybody.
Yeah. Anyway, as you can probably tell from the title, we're continuing with Sonic High School because life is pain. No Ichi-Tan with us today, because how's cold? How's real cold? If you happen to be anywhere around Texas, or is that just happening in Texas, or is that happening throughout the U.S.? Like the whole thing of everything being
It's
frozen.
just a very abnormal phenomenon for Texas.
Yeah. I don't know how the rest of the country is doing. I never actually looked that up. How do I keep misclicking with keys? Weird. United States weather. It's 32 in Washington, D.C., apparently.
And all the way up there.
Okay, according to a national forecast map. Okay, so the snow issue is going from Washington down to Arizona, and we happen to be in the middle of it. Like, we happen, like, right where we are. Or, no, okay. No, that's hitting the Gulf of Mexico, actually. Okay. So if you're either on the East Coast or just the entire western half of the United States, yeah. It's cold. You there?
Oh. Yeah, it's
okay.
very cold.
Yes. So basically, right now, her room is an absolute icebox, so she's not really able to record. It's alright, that was just a bit of powder from I forgot what they're called. Lick-a-stick? What's the thing actually called? I said it earlier. Is the candy just called Lick-a-stick?
I'm not sure what candy you're talking about.
Like the Willy Wonka's like powder one, where it's like you have this little candy stick thing that you lick and you dip it in the powder.
Oh no, Fun Dips.
Fun Dip. Yeah, no, that was just some like Fun Dip powder in my throat. Anyway, we're on chapter 16 of this nightmare that was requested on Patreon by Andre D. If you'd like to point us towards anything specifically for the sake of our suffering, then consider going down to that link in the description and, pledging the amount required. Otherwise, I don't have to listen to your requests. You can't just tell me what to do. I am not your dancing monkey. Anyway, yeah, I'm Llytic, joined here with Jess.
Hi.
This has been a chaotic intro because my brain is goop.
When is it not?
True, but especially today. This is a lot of white that I'm looking at. Oh boy, that's not good for my eyes. Yeah, chapter 16.
Responsibilities. Yay.
Responsibilities. Is that spelled right? Responsibilities. Okay, it is. Alright.
I know, the author actually spelled something right. What?
It was now a new day at school, and Sonic went to it. Sonic took a peek at the auditorium where the bomb had gone off last night, and it looked like they were fixing it. So that was good. Sonic went to his first class, and his second class, and all the classes after that until lunch, which was what he was at now. Sonic went to his lunch table, and he was about to say, "Hey guys," but then he looked at his normal lunch table, and he thought, "What has happened?" Tails was not there because he was mad at Sonic. Knuckles was not there because he was now a baby and with Rouge. Espio was not there because he was in the hospital after fighting with Knuckles before he became a baby. And Charmy was not there because he was still in a disappearing mystery. The only people who were there were Shadow and Vector. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, his friendship party's kind of deteriorating and dwindling down.
Granted, anytime I've had a person mad at me, they didn't leave the group. It's just as soon as I showed up, they gave me a fucking, like, nasty look. So, you know.
Hey guys, it's Sonic. What is going on with high school?
I don't think anyone in high school specifies to their friends that they are in high school. I think they just call it school. But I wouldn't know. I haven't set foot in a high school in 6 years.
Okay.
It sure is. I mean, yeah, it sure is crazy, laughed Vector while he ate his yellow sandwich. I, why?
Grilled cheese. Let's hope it's grilled cheese.
Why was this color of the sandwich specified? What is this bread?
Brooch? Trying to think of yellow bread.
Yeah, we basically just like used loaves of banana bread, cut slices from it, and made a sandwich with that. Or is it cornbread?
Cornbread with cheese in the middle.
Oh, oh, I hate that. I hate that. I'll be honest, I'm not big on the flavor of cornbread in the first place. Like, it's palatable with butter, but by itself, not so much. But, oh boy. Like, the idea...
I can't think of anything else for a yum sandwich other than a grilled cheese.
Something about a cornbread grilled cheese upsets me. You know? That feels wrong.
I don't eat cornbread.
Like, granted, do people even make sandwiches out of cornbread?
I have no clue.
I feel like that would
That's
be a
you.
bit weird. I do not make sandwiches out of cornbread. Tell you right now that is not something I do.
Oh man. Has anything new happened today since Sonic to them?
Didn't you hear? Said Shadow. Espio is back out from the hospital. He would be here at lunch, but he's getting all his work from his teachers.
Yeah. Ew.
Why did they do that during lunch? Would they do that during lunch?
I don't know. I already went through high school. And it's been a hot minute since I've been in high school.
I'm not going back. I did my time. You can't make me go back.
The struggles of high school life. When everyone's go back. That reminds me, said Vector. Also, Knuckles is having trouble with grades. Now that he's a baby, he has not turned in any of his homework or tests and is going to fail high school and get kicked out if he doesn't do them. What?
Boy can't even hold up his own head. How is he supposed to do homework?
Alright,
Wow, that's
baby,
tough.
do calculus.
Yes, please, baby. Please, literal baby. Do some calculus. Do it.
Yes.
Wow, that's tough, said Sonic. And then all of a sudden, the announcement speaker came on.
I'm looking at the first words and I'm like, all through my high school, the only thing I remember is whenever announcements came on, they never called us teenagers.
I think it was usually attention students.
Yes, it was always attention students. That's what I remember. The first thing I read is attention teenagers.
Look, we need to specify what age group these high schoolers are in. Otherwise, the audience might get confused.
Apparently. Attention teenagers, said the announcement speaker. Amy and Rouge have detention for going in the boys' room last night after the play. Please go there immediately. Not men's restroom or boys' restroom. It was the boys' room.
Are we going to talk about the fact that, like, they don't have detention, they have detention?
That's what I purposely changed it to detention because that's why I paused, because I'm like, I don't think that's how detention is spelled. The author can spell responsibilities, but not detention. Just detention.
Amy and Rouge, you have detention? Oh, a terrible joke just popped into my head. I'm not going to say that one. Oh, that one cuts close to home. I'm not going to. Nope. Oh,
you
no.
can say for after the podcast.
Oh, God. Oh, no, said Sonic so immediately. That was what I thought when the joke popped into my head.
It was at this moment that Llytic knew he had to keep his thoughts to himself.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be in there for a long time, said Shadow.
There's no way I can become true boyfriend and girlfriend with Amy if she's trapped in detention by having sex.
Completely forgot about your problem, Sonic.
Yeah. I just said Sonic. Sonic was so upset now. Then the announcement speaker came on again.
Attention teenagers. Again, not attention students. Y'all are not students, y'all are teenagers. Even though you go to school, you are not our students. That makes sense. Sonic, please come to the office, said the speaker.
Well, yeah, in that situation, they wouldn't even say, like, attention students. It would just be like, Sonic Maurice Hedgehog, please come to the principal's office.
Well, I mean, it is Sonic High School.
I guess, yeah. Why do I know Sonic's middle name?
Stalker.
Yes, I have been stalking Sega's mascot.
Yes.
Been outside that hedgehog's bedroom with a pair of binoculars.
Tails would probably be jealous if Tails wasn't mad.
Uh-oh. Looks like you're in trouble too, said Vector. Vector was always people making I okay, was always making people mad. He was definitely an asshole to be around. Sonic got embarrassed when Miss Lesson read about his ball problems, and he ran out of the lunchroom and through the halls with his head down, not looking or talking to anyone, and went to the office.
Hello? Said Sonic to the office. What do you want?
I
I
yes, hello office. What is it?
um I can't remember ever telling my adults whenever I was in high school if I was called into the office, hey, what do you want?
Hey, yo, what the fuck you want?
Yeah, I was a little bit more respectful, just a little bit.
You better have a good reason for calling me in here. Some motherfucker better need a kidney.
Oh my goodness.
Here, this is for you, said the student worker who had long hair and a star tattoo with an outline on her face. Rouge left it to you before going into detention. Sonic went over to the desk she was at and looking at and pointing to, and found that what she was talking about, which was Knuckles Jr. with a note attached to them that said, "Please take care of us while Rouge and SBO are not around." Sonic was so surprised. He had never taken care of a baby before. Forget to, especially when one of them was his friend after becoming a baby. I feel like I'm having a stroke.
First, this mom has the first talking baby, then has the second one, and then decides after the second one to name them. That way they can tell them apart and whatnot. And then she doesn't worry about Knuckles, but takes care of Knuckles Jr. when the bomb happens.
There's a lot here. You know, maybe some people just shouldn't be parents.
That left him to him to take care of. What is this mother?
My question is, how are you in detention so long that you can't look after your kid? Why would you? Do you not have parents that can look after that, like at least in some capacity? We're gonna ignore the fact that I just referred to a baby as that. Um,
Yes.
Someone's bound to get upset over that. But no, like, do you not like? Is there nobody in your life that can like watch your child while you're at school?
No, apparently she carries both of them with her constantly. And only mainly cares about the one that can see through the future. The other one that just talks doesn't have any special ability yet that you can see that has been specialized like the other one. She doesn't care about that one as much. Thanks for coming so quickly, said Knuckles Jr. I was getting hungry. Knuckles Jr. was red. Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hello? I cannot hear you at all. One moment while we're having technical difficulties. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
my Wi-Fi cut out.
Okay.
Oh, life is hell. Sorry about that. Where did I cut off?
A while back. Because we were talking about the babies.
Yeah. Okay. Simply put, I do not have enough trust in the people around me to ever bring a baby to a high school.
Yeah.
Ever. I don't care how well behaved your kid is. I don't trust them around a baby.
Thanks for coming so quickly, said Knuckles Jr. I was getting hungry. Knuckles Jr. wed.
Isn't
Knuckles
yes.
Jr. naturally red, though?
Yeah, Knuckles Jr. is just a red baby because he has been
Yeah.
echidna, like Knuckles.
Yeah. So why did
Because
it state it is naturally red?
oh right, I forgot. Knuckles Jr. is Knuckles. I think.
Yeah.
Wait,
They're
no, no, my
both red
brain.
babies.
Wait, no, because one of them looks like
Knuckles
Espio.
Jr. No.
Right? No, now I remember. Knuckles Jr. is Knuckles' biological kid, while Knuckles looks like Espio.
Yeah. It looks like Knuckles Jr. is, and then Knuckles, who is Knuckles, has changed into a form that looks like Espio.
Yeah, so Knuckles is now purple,
Yes.
which
But it's stated that Knuckles Jr. was red, which should be
yeah.
natural, because he's basically Knuckles.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend to understand why it was stated. I was just, I don't know. I don't know. Oy. Am I audible right now, though? Like, just to make sure. Oh, well, that was promising. Like, am I roboting for you or no? You there? Okay. There is a slight bit of roboting that I'm hearing on you, but so I just wanted to make sure that my audio was actually sounding like me instead of Tobor. Is that the name of the robot from? I forget. Okay, and now I'm back because apparently my Wi-Fi just keeps cutting in and out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Awesome.
Should I just switch to my phone since apparently my Wi-Fi is unreliable right now?
Maybe. I keep, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now I have
alright,
to
so I'm
go
gonna be going back
and
to
look
my
at that.
phone, people, because apparently tonight is just not my night. I'm going to scrim.
You're going to scream, not
I'm
scream.
a he's scrim.
Scream and squeal.
Scram.
Scream.
Scram.
Scream diddly, scream dum dee da ba doo ba.
Okay. All right. So I apologize for anyone who just noticed that my
It's
audio
your
might have
turn.
dropped in quality. Yes. Mm,
Well,
this
you're
is
at
going
my
to be.
level now. You can deal with it.
How does it feel to be among the peasants?
Wow, you call me a peasant
wasn't-
now. That's a wow.
I wasn't calling
Wow.
you a peasant. It was just the energy you were giving off with that was just like one of those like one of those stories of like a rich person like losing everything and like some poor person just like that they screwed over at some point just taking their revenge on them at that point, you know?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just where the fuck is my line? Yes. Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Sonic picked up Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. and put them in his backpack and went to the rest of his class. And then went home. No, you can't just put a baby in a backpack.
What? He shoved 2 babies in his backpack, along with
can't-
his school books, along with his lunchbox, and then just
you
zipped
can't
it closed.
You can't put 2 babies in a backpack.
No, you
Just
gotta
don't
do
put
it right.
babies in
Put them in a
backpacks.
duffel bag.
No.
I'm kidding. Disclaimer, I'm kidding. I am being sarcastic. For people that don't
That's
know, I'm a
horrifying.
very sarcastic person.
Yeah, we know you're sarcastic. That's just... Oh. Sonic got home and opened his backpack and took Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. out and put them on his bed.
Welcome to my room, said Sonic. Don't check out the pornos on my desk if you don't want to see them, said Sonic. You are both only babies. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. laughed and ate food that Sonic brought up for them after they laughed.
Why do you just have your porn left out on your desk?
This is Sonic we're talking about. He prioritized having sex over trying to fix a friendship with Tails. He's prioritized sex over everything.
That ain't healthy.
Even,
Like, all for sex positivity, but
apparently it's deadly for him.
oh boy. That's a different kind of positive.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Sonic, said Knuckles. You gotta help me out with my homework. It's very hard to write as a baby. So then Sonic helped Knuckles learn to write and finished doing his homework as a baby. Sonic probably did a lot of things wrong, but Knuckles probably did a lot of things wrong, but Sonic did not care because homework was boring. Then Sonic went to mow the lawn, which made his balls itch extra.
Sharp blades of grass.
And then he went back upstairs, but stopped on the stairs to put some soothing poultices on his balls. This story is going to be the death of me.
So, what do you guys do for fun? Said Sonic to Knuckles and Knuckles Jr.
Well, said Knuckles, we could tell you, but then we'd have to kill you.
That was a good book.
Wait, no,
if
that's not the
anyone
line.
read that by Allie Carter.
We can tell you, and you promise you will not tell anyone?
Don't worry, said Knuckles Jr. to Knuckles. I can tell he will not tell anyone.
I just saw what I have to read. Set me on fire. Fire is the only way to make it stop. Okay then, said Knuckles to Sonic. When we're alone and not being held by a rouge, we like to practice kissing on each other. It's technically okay because I'm Knuckles Jr.'s dad, and a dad is allowed to kiss his baby.
Babies like making out for fun.
No.
And one of them's the father, and they're the same age.
There's a lot wrong with this picture.
They're twins too. They're father, son, and twins. Because they were born on the same day.
They're babies. These are a lot of things that should not be practicing kissing.
They are babies. They are twins because they were born on the same day. And they're father and son. And what's their favorite thing to do? Not play, not go outside. No.
Make out.
Make out.
Let
alone they're talking babies and one can see the future too.
I think some of this is stuff that's like, I don't even think like Pornhub has tags for that.
Probably. This is excelled Pornhub. You said you had it bad. Have you read my part?
This is beyond science. Oh no. Sonic?
You say you need to burn. You said you need to burn. What am I gonna have to read?
Sonic! Why?
Cool, said Sonic. Show me.
No.
So Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. got very up close to each other and kissed each other in a really good way.
No.
It was okay because they are father and son, and also both brothers, and that is allowed everywhere, and it is not illegal, even if they are both babies now. The two of them kissing looks like two big, not sexual caterpillars pushing themselves together. It's not a sexual kiss, but it's a big gold medal kiss anyway.
The fact that... Shit, I've started drooling. The fact that my brain has melted that much.
I just read part of what you have to read, and this is like, this is turning into China.
No.
Sonic is creating charge.
I wish to die. The fact that you needed to specify that this was not sexual. That's like this one, I think it was like Craigslist or something like that. Like, I need a frog for non-sexual purposes. Where can I get a frog again for non-sexual purposes? The fact that you need to specify it's not sexual is a bit of a problem. Wow, I can tell you're both going to be romance experts when you grow up. That is not something you should ever say to a child. Am I audible right now?
Yes. I'm just waiting till you get further down. Further down.
Oh. Said Sonic. I would ask you for some tips, but it will probably then be against the law.
This is where I say happens.
Probably should never say that phrase because I'm pretty sure the YouTube algorithm is going to pick it up. I'll be real with you.
Well, I mean, you can edit it out if you're really worried.
Oh boy.
Bad video. I'll say bad video. If that makes you feel better.
Thanks, YouTube. for making it impossible to actually address things like this.
Yeah, this is turning into a bad video, guys.
That is an uncomfortable way to refer to that. Anyway, speaking of, Sonic asked them to kiss one more time, and they did, but Sonic videotaped it this time so that he would know how to kiss Amy even better next time they kissed. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the ending of a Serbian film. Or I guess not the ending, but yeah, part of it.
I'm very uncomfy.
I'm V uncomfy. V uncomfy.
V.
This does not spark joy.
No.
This is not. Let's see. Which would be when she gets out of when she gets out of detention.
The
Then they all
authors.
had a root. You were saying?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just triggered.
She get out of detention. I mean, detention. Hi. That's a new one. That's a new one. Then they all had a root beer and talked about which girls are the hottest. I hate it.
Having root beer. Don't know about that one.
Were you about to say that something was the opposite of something else, or?
Earlier, I was triggered because the author showed enough competence to at least spell detention correct once. And then after that, he spelled a new way wrong.
Yeah.
Again.
We had detention. Then
We had detention, and then he spelled it correctly, saying it was detention, and then he made up a new word.
Detention.
Yes. Which girl do you think is the hottest? Said Sonic to Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. I know my answer. It is Amy. Amy was Sonic's girlfriend. So this was very good of him to say. It proves that he should be able to have sex with her.
That's not how that works. I have a desire to die. Oh, great. I got the line with the slur.
Yep.
No way, said Knuckles. Just then, Sonic wanted to slug that little uncomfy word for gay people, bitch, in the mouth for saying ugly about his girlfriend, but didn't. The hottest girl is Rouge. Bit weird that you're saying that about your own mother, Knuckles.
Rouge is his girlfriend. Because this is Knuckles.
Technically?
This is Knuckles, not Knuckles Jr. Knuckles.
Still gave birth to him.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Knuckles is saying even his mom.
Look, my ex-girlfriend / mother. Pretty fucking hot. Like, that's not a sentence that should ever exist.
Mm-hmm. This family tree is screwed up anyway.
This family tree is somehow almost as much of a line as Albert Einstein's. Those of you don't know, Albert Einstein married his double cousin. In that she was his cousin on both sides, because literally, like, one of his aunts from one side of the family and an uncle from the other hitched and had a kid. And Albert Einstein married her.
History. Such fun, guys.
Albert Einstein was a weird little pervert. Anyway, none of them could say that Rouge was not attractive because she had the absolute biggest boobs in the tri-state area. What does that have to do with anything?
Apparently, you need to have bowling ball sized boobs, and then you're.
I mean, I could have swore that people look at the face first most of the time. They pretend
feel
to
like some-
try and be stealthy looking at the boobs, but
No, some guys literally somehow are so smart they mistake the boobs for eyeballs.
I never said that guys don't stare at boobs. I'm just saying that usually the first thing that someone sees is the face.
No, I dealt with a person at work, a customer that was the other way around, but that's a story for another time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My opinion is different than Knuckles Jr. I hope so, because Knuckles Jr., you're technically only the mother, not the...
Yep, straight up your mom. No, that sounds even worse. Oh, that was the worst phrasing I could have done.
Girl is Charmy.
What?
They all laugh so hard because Charmy is so much like a girl, except not hot. Everyone knew that laughing was good for them, even if Charmy was kidnapped or dead.
No.
And it made them, ladies and gentlemen. So
No.
it's
Uncomfy.
and make fun of the person that is or dead. It's fine.
I mean, it's either that Knuckles Jr. is making fun of him, or Knuckles Jr. has a thing for femboys.
Yeah.
Really? By the way, you're roboting hardcore for me right now.
Bedtime close. Hello. I guess I will keep talking. Can you hear me? I'm fine now.
Okay, now you're sounding fine.
Okay. Read. Woohoo. Knuckles Jr. was definitely the... He could also do jokes. Time close and sleep.
Why is it that with this one line you were just like cutting out for me? Like, for some reason, that line, I heard maybe half of it. Am I audible?
Llytic?
Hello?
Llytic.
Hello? It's me.
Hello?
Okay, are you able to hear me right now? Okay. But yeah, for some reason, that last sentence you cut out for half of it for me.
Okay, where did I cut it?
Knuckles Jr.
I've read it 4 times now. Let's do it. Okay. Knuckles Jr. was definitely the coolest baby because everyone got along with him. He could joke also. They all got out of clothes and into bed and went to sleep.
Alright, that was better. Slight roboting, but other than that, it was understandable at least.
I
Is your phone connected to your Wi-Fi or is it using data?
Wi-Fi.
Okay. Because
Do
right
you
now I'm on data with
want
the fact that, like, how my Wi-Fi's been acting, so.
do you want me to go for number 6?
For number 6, what?
I've read that sentence 5
No, no, no,
times. Do you
no.
want me to read it a
Yeah,
6th
yeah,
time?
no, no. It was understandable this time. Like,
Okay.
I could actually understand what you were saying this time, so.
Awesome.
Sonic was sleeping just fine and normally until there was a whisper at the edge of his face.
Not creepy at all.
Knock, knock, it's Knuckles.
Nah, it's not a Knuckles.
Blow
It's
thrower. Magic emerald holder.
yes.
I don't remember the last line.
Sonic, 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 said the whisper. Sonic opened his eyes and saw the person whispering to him, and who he saw was right there. Thank you, author, for making me feel so much smarter. Which was
I mean, I might not have known who it
your.
was before.
That part I'm not triggered on. The part I'm triggered on is who he saw was right there. Like,
How else was I supposed to know that this whisper happening at the edge of his face was coming from right in front of him?
my brain cells are starting to hate this author.
I don't think I had brain cells before this, and I definitely don't after. What is it, Knuckles Jr.? Said Sonic to Knuckles Jr. I was sleeping until you whispered my name to me.
I had a vision, said Knuckles Jr. I knew who the real killer man is, and I know where Charmy is.
And
that is the end of chapter 16.
Life could be pain.
Life is a pain, and my life hurts. I swear if you were play that at the beginning of every episode now, I'm going to hurt you.
If I just replay that audio.
And have that as the intro, and then your intro of introducing us, just have that clip art of that just
clip
whole
art.
segment. I will hurt you. Because I hate my own voice. Here.
Chapter 17, breaking in. Author's note. If you have any comments or compliments or questions or suggestions, please leave a review or comment. I really like getting them, and it makes me want to write more. I could probably write a Wikipedia about everything in the series. So Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that no one can edit. Hello, Gordon.
Chapter 17. Breaking in. Lovely. Word I have to say.
That is the first word.
The literal first word I have to say. What is this? Who says this? I can think of a curse word that most people would say instead of to
I can
start
think
off.
of a few.
This
I mean, I
one.
guess someone who's only recently started swearing might say this.
Mm. Window will not open. Not even a little bit, said Sonic as he tried pushing the window of the house where Charmy Bee was in Knuckle Jr.'s vision. Yeah, vision is spelled right.
Ass.
Literally, the author has made me to the point where some words I think are spelled wrong or not. Because he even put his back up against the wall and tried using the top of his head and hands to push up on it?
What?
Why would using your head work?
How would
What?
that? What? How would?
What?
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 I
Yeah,
don't understand the
don't
mechanics of
worry,
this, and I
guys.
actually like physics.
My natural way of opening windows is just using my head. Literally. What?
Well, no, I've done that before, just not in that way.
I can understand a little bit, but not like to this point. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
like the way I did it, like that required a hospital visit, but that's a different story.
Pushed up on it, but it would just not move. Ugh. Because it was just a big and heavy closed window.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe it's locked.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh golly, oh gosh. Oh, don't you know? I'm guessing you see it. Yes, you're upset because you had to say the word ass. It looks like you're having a hard time, said Knuckles Jr. Weak pussy. I'm sorry. DarkDoomFireMaster, what the fuck? Also, Andre, what the fuck? Homie, why would you do this to me? What have I done to deserve this?
I
Knuckles
was
Jr.
brought
laughed
into
because
this podcast, and the first thing I experience is this.
Knuckles Jr. laughed because he was kidding, but Sonic did not think it was that it was that funny, and gave him a look that was like he just took the pickles off of Sonic's hamburger that he specifically asked for pickles on. In addition, Sonic really liked pickles.
Not specifically, pacifically.
In every relationship, there is the one that takes the pickles off the burger and the one that eats the pickles. This is the natural order.
I am the pickle. I will eat the pickle.
Okay, I don't know if you said pickle eater or if you just said I am the pickle.
I said pickle eater.
Okay, because I heard I am
Call
the
myself
pickle,
a pickle.
which is much funnier to me. I am the pickle.
That's what you are. It's not me.
Hey, I'm rude. I'm not soaked in vinegar.
Brian.
Despite what my demeanor might convince people of.
Is it bad that the first thing I thought of to jokingly tease you was a brimy bitch? Go.
I am not a briny bitch. I may be a salty hoe, but I am not a briny bitch.
You haven't excelled to that level yet.
Yes.
You will eventually. Maybe after this. Maybe after this comic series. Oh my goodness.
You're not a briny bitch right now, but you will be.
You're
will
welcome.
be.
You're welcome.
Hello, Gordon.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, okay? It's a known fact I am an idiot. Let's... Whew. Don't die.
I make no promises.
My goodness.
I
Don't
need my
die.
chair to stop making that noise. Anyway, your line.
No. But I do not want to bring someone else into this problem, said Sonic to Knuckles Jr., thinking. Sonic thought about who is strong. He thought of some people, like Knuckles, but then remembered that he is now a baby, and hence thus not a strong baby. And Tails is not strong, but probably had some strong robot, an Espio, who was probably about the same in strongness as Sonic, but Sonic did not want to ask him for help because it would be like saying, "You are stronger than me." And Sonic did not want to say that to Espio. What? Hey, can I have your help? Yeah, I'm a weakling. Stronger than me, dude. I need your help. What? Asking for help does not concur to being a weakling.
It's just like, hey, this seems like a two-person job. You mind helping me out here, bro? Bruh? 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 Bruh. This is a bruh moment.
Mm-hmm. He also thought of Big the cat, who was in some... Oh. Oh no. The R word for dummy. The R word for dummy, guys. Who are in some dummy classes at school. But he did not want to talk to him because it was always weird. There was only one person that Sonic could think of. Come with me, Knuckles Jr., said Sonic to Knuckles Jr.
Just because nobody likes Big of the Cat doesn't mean you need to call him that. Oh.
I don't even think dunce has been a bad slur like that word. You could have said dunce.
Well, like, the whole thing is it's one of those cases of, like, an actual, like, medical term being used as a playground insult.
Mm-hmm.
There's a similar thing. I'm trying to remember what it exactly is, but it's like, it's one of those, like, degenerative, like, mental conditions. Apologies to anybody in the audience from the UK. I am about to say this word. Spastic. In the US, that word is just like, it's not considered nearly as bad as it is in the UK, because in the UK it became like a massive playground insult.
Mm-hmm.
Despite, like, at the time just literally being used to describe, like, I think one specific guy that had, like, a condition that caused him to have, like, uncontrollable muscle movements. I don't think it was Parkinson. But it was like one of those conditions that like fucked with your nervous system. And so children started using the phrase just to insult each other after that documentary or whatever had come out.
Again, he could have used dunce.
Yeah, dunce. You could have just said special needs classes. Because that's literally what
But
they're
this is
called.
from this author. This is the
Yeah.
author we're talking about. That's why I say dunce, because he wouldn't be considerate like that and say something like that. He would say, he said that, for example. That's why I said, in point of view, he could use
And
dunce
again, like, I know this
or
is a whole thing. It's a troll
dummy.
fiction. Like, it's supposed to be, like, intentionally bad. Speaking of bad, holy shit, Ichi.
No one has this. The problem with this author is there's a difference between troll fiction bad and crossing lines, and I don't think this
Yeah.
author had mentality
Granted,
to properly
yeah, it's also a whole thing of, like,
troll and what not to cross.
yeah. It's also a whole thing of what does and doesn't make a good, like, troll fiction. Because again, My Immortal, that thing, like, it's obviously intentionally done that way. But it's hilarious in how it's done because, like, the person who did it knew what they were doing.
The
You
only
know?
reason this is more considered popular and funny is because your brain is constantly like, how is this even possible?
Yeah.
What
Like,
is
this,
this?
basically, like, to put it in terms of, like, intentionally bad, like, haha, we know we're making a bad thing type stuff. Uh, if My Immortal is the first Sharknado, like, you know, not really that funny, definitely not good, but it's at least watchable. This is Sharknado 2, in which, all right, you kind of pulled it off with the first one, but you're really pushing your luck, and you're just doing a bad job of, like, you're just using the fact that you know you're making something bad as an excuse to not try. You know?
Uh-huh.
Like, if you're gonna make something intentionally bad, fucking try. Like, Velocipaster is something that is, like, intentionally bad, but it's done in a way where it's just a surreal watching experience to the point to where, like, a car blows up, like, in one of the first scenes, and what you see is just, like, a bit of text saying, like, like fire.jpg or something like that, or like fire.gif, and it's just like
Author
you see
was when he
that.
wrote this. This is why I think it's a mentality thing, because I really think this is a younger author in his
Yeah.
teens that doesn't
And not
have the
even
proper mentality to.
and not even one that understands like what makes bad fan fiction enjoyable, you know?
Yeah. And this is giving him
Like,
credit, because if he's an older author and he does know the mentality, then there's something actually wrong with him
yeah,
to
because
be
like
okay
again,
with this. So I'm giving him credit by saying he's hoping, thinking that he's a younger person that doesn't have the experience or the mentality to coagulate and think of what
yeah.
he's
Because like
doing.
in regards to like genuinely bad fan fiction, something like Back to the Frollo or um fucking My Inner Life is like good examples of that, in that it's still pretty goddamn funny, especially because you can kind of tell, like, oh, someone thought they were making a good story here.
I low-key wish I
And
was there for the Frollo one, because I feel like I would have been laughing hard. Because I used to always
yeah,
watch that movie when I was younger,
uh,
before I
we did
realized
read
what it was about.
we did the sequel to it, although I found out that there are some other stories that this lady has written, because you were there for part one of those, that being the dinosaurs fanfiction, or dinosaur. I cannot remember if the title has an S or not. But no, like basically, like part of the whole thing with that was just like confusing characterization that you could tell was supposed to be the author's like actual mentality, just portrayed terribly. And over focus on like the romance when much bigger stuff is happening around them, like all that sort of stuff. Kind of similar to like what makes Twilight like kind of, for lack of a better term, ironically entertaining. Because like, if you enjoy Twilight, yeah, sure, whatever. Right? Making fun and like getting all up and upset about like something like a poorly written book for teenage girls is really fucking dumb. But the stuff that makes Twilight entertaining, at least to me, and like especially to a lot of people nowadays with the recent Twilight Renaissance, is just that like whole thing of how Stephanie Meyer just misjudged things and was just like had the weirdest like ideas for things that could have worked out but ended up just going terribly. You know? All right, sure, just laugh at me, whatever.
I can't really relate because I never watched or got into Twilight. Like, I didn't hate it or anything. I just never.
Yeah.
I have no input on it because I never read any of the books or I never watched any of the movies. All I know is a thing about vampires. That's all I know.
Yeah. The greater discourse around it, back in the day at least, was definitely like pretty fucking sexist. Because it's things that girl like, therefore bad. And a lot of this was done by like teenage girls, at least like getting the ball rolling, and then fucking teenage boys joined in and dogpiled. But
Nice.
it is, yeah, it's that whole I'm not like other girls crowd, who just perpetuates sexism. But yeah, it just like the discourse behind it, like a lot of it was just sexism. And don't get me wrong, there are reasons to get legitimately upset at like Twilight. Like this whole thing of like, oh, all of these vampire women are so unfulfilled in life because they are incapable of having baby. Like, you know, sometimes people just don't want a kid. You know? Sometimes a person doesn't want to have a kid.
Yeah.
That happens, Stephanie. Well, nah, it's really... Anyway! Point is, this fanfiction is the Sharknado 2 of fanfiction. It was the middle of the night, and Sonic and Knuckles went to the room of a different house. Ding dong, said the doorbell when Sonic pressed it.
Ding dongs, because you're gonna have a lot of them. Press it again, said Knuckles Jr.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, said the doorbell again and again as Sonic pressed it. Sonic saw the lights flashing on and off inside the house each time he pressed it and laughed because it was so annoying and the person inside was probably trying to sleep. Sonic needed help, so too bad. Finally, the door opened, and there was the lunch lady from high school, who was deaf. Oh no. I just saw the end of your wow. It's twice. Oh no.
Yeah. What is it, children? Said the lunch lady. Since she was deaf, when she talked, it sounded weird and kind of like Big the Cat, where you think she is dummy. Y'all know what that means. Our word for dummy.
Yeah.
but actually is not. And it is just because she is deaf. So everything she says sounded totally wrong. It sounded more like what aid eat I'd chill win. Chewed
I'm
win?
not even children.
Golden?
Why did it, children? That one, the way I said it didn't sound like a deaf person speaking out loud.
It sounded good when you said it.
What?
It sounded like a person with when you said it.
I swear you keep cutting out on the word after with. Apparently, it just doesn't want me to hear this one word.
I have to reread the whole thing?
No, you don't have to reread the whole thing. It's just like the way you compared what I said. I couldn't hear like what you were comparing it to.
Oh, I was saying the way you said it sounded like a person with a heavy accent, is all I said.
Yeah, that's what I like. For some reason, my immediate thought was like French Cajun.
Good.
Like that one show of like those people from like Louisiana hunting alligators.
Hello.
Well, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I cut out there or not.
I can hear you now.
Okay, so I guess I did cut out. Or you cut out. Someone cut out.
Yeah. What's up?
Life is a nightmare. Where did I cut out?
Hello?
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 There. I'm sick of my Wi-Fi because it decided to just cut off and cut back on, and it keeps doing that.
Oh, got ya.
So
Yeah,
now
the
I just
cold's
turned
not
off
helping out.
Wi-Fi. No, the cold's not helping. And by the way, I didn't hear your sentence at all if you read your part. It's a whole 2 lines. I know.
Oh, I gotta read my part. Okay, where is it?
Need help.
uh, oh yeah. We need help. We need help. It is very important, said Sonic, and made a face like a beggar idiot trying to get her to say yes. I. Why is the story so uncomfy? No, this is breaching uncomfy. This story is just uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I. This Sharknado 2 ass story.
Okay, I will help you, said this lunch lady. Sonic and Knuckles Jr. were so excited that they high-fived right there because this was just what they needed to do, what they wanted to do.
Have you ever high-fived a baby? Sonic and Knuckles Jr. and the lunch lady went back to the house where Darmy was and went to the window that Sonic could not open. Oh, fuck.
Please open this window, said Sonic to the lunch lady. The lunch lady walked over to the window and with I can't think of To the Window normally anymore because of those songs. Anyway.
In the window. To the wall.
And with just her pinky finger, she opened the window like she was what? Hang on. Like she was a walking elephant picking up a piece of string because it was so easy. Imagine tea
Specific.
time for her whenever she flexes her pinky. Does she cause a breeze because of how strong her pinky is?
You know, like those, like that whole thing in anime where like a character like swings their sword and like just this gust of wind goes out and like cuts things.
Yes, but instead
That's what
it's
it's
her
like when
pinky.
yeah, that's what it's like when she bends her pinky. Just and like suddenly the door's cut in half.
Oops.
Wow, thank you, said Sonic and Knuckles at the same time in the middle of the night.
No, that is not how you thank me, said the lunch
No.
lady. The lunch lady lived in Bangladesh. As a young woman, she learned about the ancient tradition of sex thanking, and she explained it all to Sonic.
How did this story just get more racist?
I'm very, very uncomfy.
I'm full on uncomfortable. This story is just wrong. This is wrong. So you want me to give you sex with my mouth? Said Sonic to the lunch lady. I have a desire to set myself on fire.
Your
I hate.
paragraph is bad, but mine is worse because I go in full detail, I think.
Oh no!
Yes, because it is ancient tradition. It is not slutty, said the lunch
No,
lady, who was really tall.
why are we suddenly worried about slut shaming?
I'm very uncomfortable.
Amy will not forgive me for this, thought Sonic underneath his hair in his brain. She would know that I'm doing. Holy shit! What was that?
Yeah, we go into detail here.
Okay. Also, Amy will forgive me for this. Is the line not will not? Oh dear. She would know that I am doing this for a good reason, and we have not had sex yet, so she cannot be mad at me. No. And even if she is, I will let her give sex to the lunch lady too. Sonic, that is not the solution. And I would not get mad. But then we would be even. Sonic winked and gave her a thumbs up, and then the lunch lady pulled her dress down and sat down on a tree stump and opened her lips. Life is pain.
Yours goes into more detail than mine. Have fun with that, Llytic.
Why do I need to read about Sonic eating out a lunch lady?
Yours is longer than mine, so I know yours has more detail than mine.
I have a desire to die.
Mine is like the intro to it, and yours is the actual happening. But then it goes back to me, which is worse. So have fun. Sonic looked at the lunch lady's vagina, and it looked like a sideways piece of lasagna in between two dogs walking down and away from it.
What? There's.
Sonic thought her vagina was really attractive for a middle-aged lady and put his head closer to it. Sonic had never done mouth sex before, but he had read about it online and maybe looked at some pictures or videos real quick but then closed them before he would get in trouble with Mom. Sonic tried to think about the videos to know what to do, but it turned out Sonic was quite the sex man. It all came natural to him anyways.
I feel like I'm reading a post on incels.me. Oh, someone please crush my skull with a hammer. Sonic opened and chewed on the lunch lady's vagina really hard, like Pac-Man running it into the bottom of one of those ghosts nonstop. She was totally quiet while he did this, but she was beating on the ground and making huge holes like meteors, and even hit a tree nearby. It broke in half because she was so in love with Sonic's abilities. I wish to die. Andre, what did you do? Why would you? Why? Andre, there is blood on your hands, Andre. There is blood on your hands. Sonic nibbled on her outer vagina, and it tasted like birthday cake. You should probably wash your hands, Andre. Although, no matter how long, you'll never be able to wipe away the shame. I hope you realize that. Anyway, my pain continues.
I just read the rest of your thing and I'm about to be sick.
His penis even popped up during this, like meerkat looking out for his family on Meerkat Manor. He kept on going closer into her vagina and making sure to also get every part of it on the way down, like go washer, New York City washing. Said it was trying to Sonic also gets sucked on every abbreviated secret sauce, raised roast beef sandwich without opening the sandwich. Sonic also even uses his tongue to scoop vagin.
I'll be sick.
You might want to see a doctor there, love. That was made during the female reproduction process. No. He kept going further into her vagina until he was able to fit an entire head.
Sean's head inside the lunch lady's vagina.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Andre, there is blood on your hands.
Oh my gosh.
Every chapter a new fetish.
It was really dark inside her vagina because there weren't any lights, but it was clearly where the sexiest parts of her were. It was spacious.
I don't think it worked like that.
It was spacious like an empty factory. From all the previous sex thanking people had done to her.
No.
Sonic was able to get them sex spots, all using his mouth and nose and forehead, pleasing her and making her fall in love with him. He was rolling his head. He was rolling his head around in her vagina like he was doing a hula hoop on his neck.
Kill me.
She was so impressed. I'm so sick right now. That Sonic thought She was so impressed that Sonic thought she would email everyone in Bangladesh to tell them how good Sonic was at sex thinking later. Sonic decided it was time to finish doing this and shouted, "Yeah," inside her vagina, making vibrations bounce off the walls of her vagina and hitting all her sex spots at once. The lunch lady was so excited that she pulled the tree stump that she was sitting on out of the ground. She could do this because she was very strong and experienced with carrying trees. I am so grossed out right now, it's not even funny, as a female.
There's a lot wrong with this. Oh boy, I have quite possibly the worst fucking phrase I have ever seen in my entire life. Sonic took his head out of her vagina and brushed the vagina crumbs off his face and combed his hair. Kill me now! There should not be crumbs. You're welcome, laughed Sonic smoothly to the lunch lady. Look, Knuckles Jr. was watching with big eyes but did not say anything. The lunch lady put her clothes on and shook his hand and said that the people of Bangladesh would be very impressed with him, that if he ever wanted to visit there, just to tell her, she would buy plane tickets for him and all his friends. The lunch lady was really nice, even if she had weird ideas that she got from being in Asia when she was little. I don't like the connotation of that. She went back to go home, to go to sleep.
This is from the guy, Sonic, who just made it so she doesn't have to deal with a period.
I desire death. I desire death right now. Please, someone just my life. Please, you be doing me a favor right now. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I really don't. No,
Sonic and Knuckles Jr. then went inside the open window. "He is in there, I know it," said Knuckles Jr., who was pointing to the closet in the room that they were in, which was now inside the house, and it was a bedroom inside. Sonic and Knuckles tiptoed over to the closet and opened it up, and what the saw was surprising. I'm nauseous. And shocking and scaring. It was Charmy Bee's body, all dead and bloody and rotting and cut up into pieces.
Like, I'm not sex repulsed, but that just might make me. Wow, he's completely dead, said Sonic, who was so shocked that he could not think about anything else. It was true. This time it really was Charmy, and he was dead.
Oh my god. I'm seeing so many shocking things for the first time today, said Knuckles Jr. Sonic went down and picked up a piece of his body and saw a bite mark in it. Sonic was about to say something, but then all of a sudden, this happened.
Oh boy, a twist. What are you doing here, idiots? Shouted Vector. How did you get in here?
That window, bitch dick, said Sonic as he felt a sudden rage build up inside of him from like the foam from a cream soda going over the top of the glass when someone pours it like an idiot ass. What is wrong with you? Why did you do this? Why are you the murderer?
It's like town of Salem all over again. Why are you the murderer? Let me show you, said Vector as he ran at Sonic and Knuckles Jr., chomping his teeth in the style of an alligator. All right, that's where we're gonna leave that one. Andre D, there is blood on your hands. I just want to make that perfectly clear. Aside from that, special thank you to our patrons, Andre D, Summer Moon Soldier, and Destiny Baird for supporting us. If you like what we do and like support us in any way, then consider going down to that link in the description and pledging any amount of money that you want. And if you decide to make a suggestion, please, for the love of fuck, do not make it something about like this. That aside, if you don't want to or can't give us money, you can always just do the YouTube stuff, you know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Yes, this is What Are We Reading? I'm Llytic.
And I'm Jess.
And I wish I was dead. Oops. There we go.